A quick update because it's a day after the holiday and it's also model meeting night, and there's probably be a couple days there. I probably won't get a whole lot done, so I'll do a quick update now. Spitfire will be shipping out in a couple of days. Decal car is waiting for the approval so I can shoot some future on it and get that accomplished. The Roadrunner, the paint's coming. It should either be tomorrow or end of the week, and then we'll start getting that painted, and I will show everyone that, and we'll do some paint samples and all that good stuff. While things dry, I'll probably work on the Bird of Prey for a little bit. I got to glue the wings on and get the fiber optics with the LEDs so they can shine, and just tidy up the wires and then start light blocking, but we'll jump that bridge there. The kettenkrad, I did step 10. I don't know what this is, so this little flap here is supposed to, I guess, move. I don't know what it does. I glued the little brackets on where they will it will move, but I want to, once I get everything in the kettenkrad, I'll see what it does. If it's really life important, I'll leave it moving. If not, I will basically glue it shut, and we'll just see. But anyway, there's 3 sub-assemblies: the motor, the seat, and we'll call that step 10. Now I'm on to, I think that's the flap that comes down on the back of the kettenkrad. So anyway, just a lot of, what's that say, number 4 decal, number 8. Huh. Well, anyway, we'll figure it out. So I'll start that probably either tomorrow or the next day, and we'll just do one side at a time, and we'll just figure it out as we go. The female tank, basically, I got it done. You do get parts for the male version, so it's always good to have extra parts. But anyway, there's the female. Got the little, I had to modify the little, I'm going to call it a trailer in the back. I don't know what it's for, but it wouldn't fit in the little brackets. They were actually squared out. I thought they should be like a circle where they'd fit in real easy. I had to basically whack it off and just glue it on, and letting the glue set, and it should be good to go. All I got to do is put some primer on it, and we can start painting it probably this weekend, and then of course get the track on. I'll try to I'm supposed to paint it like the box, so we're going to do a little bit of mud, and I'll show everyone how I kind of do that, and we'll try to do this little paint pattern there. So it should be very, very fun and cool all at the same time. The Ratte, and I wanted to show this before I got too deep into it here. If I can, so I started, after I got the decals on, I started to weather it, and I used pigments, powdered pigments, and I used like basically an ochre, which is more of a dust, an earth, and a little bit of red, which kind of gives a rust texture, and that's kind of more for tracks. But anyway, you can use the rest for the tank itself. So what I did is, the first round is I did all the way across the bottom and the road wheels. I just jumped it in there with the pigment powder, used where I think I put it up, water and microsol, just to fix it on the model, and you can still you know, get it the way you want it. Different, you know, like I want to say thickness, but you know, different shades of the dust on there. And then I wanted to do rain streaks on it, so what I did is I took Vallejo's got a streaking medium, and I just it's basically kind of soapy paint in a way, but it sticks really good, and it's kind of like a watercolor, and I put it on the edge and just dropped it down to give it a nice rain water falling down on the side of the tank. Now on a big tank like this, because this is 1/144 scale, it probably wouldn't, you wouldn't really see it. You know, that shows it more of a dust, dirt color, but you see the black clouds, you know, I assume it'd be rain and it would fall down on it. But anyway, That makes it more subtle. It tones down the camouflage a lot. I even did the rain streaks on the top of the turret where it comes down. It's just you got to go in and pick areas that rain would fall and go in different directions. You just got to plan ahead. If you can see, I did more of a dusting on the pigment dusting on the turrets. Just wanted to get it somewhat dirty, but not completely. Just complete weathered, bogged down tank, because it probably wouldn't be that way. I did it on the same side, and of course my lights probably make it a little more brighter than it should. I don't know if you can actually see. Did the back, and I started doing the tracks, and I did a little bit of mud on there, and just different pigments on there. I like to do different colors. Just gives it a different different texture on it. Gives a different type of shading. And I never do the bottom, because it sits on the table. So why do the bottom, and it don't leave any dirt if you didn't seal it on there, and it won't ruin your table and all that good stuff. So I just never do the bottom. But anyway, I got a little bit more to do on it, and I'll be pretty much wrapping this up. The only thing I'm not going to weather is the German flag on top. The Nazi flag on, I think it since it's kind of clean, it's kind of makes it stand out, and it's just a stylish type thing. But anyway, I think it just sets it off more, being not totally weathered. But anyway, I got a little more. I got to paint the track. Basically do some little wear and tear on it, which is just basically silver, especially along where the track would hit and the wheels would hit, and do a little bit of chipping, just not very little, because this is a big tank, so I figured there wouldn't be a whole lot of chipping on it, but I will add just a little bit extra, and then we can call this one done. I did the same thing on the Minnie Mouse. Did a little rain streaking on it and some pigments on there. I was going to do the camo, but I decided I like the little just German yellow tan on there. I think that looks pretty slick by itself, but I like generic type paint schemes, so I think I'll go with that. And if you can see the pigments on there too. So anyway, I wanted to show all that before I got too far ahead, because I didn't want to go back and forget what I have done. But anyway, I'll probably work on the Viper this weekend, which will probably be, I'm going to do some post shading, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some black, and I'm going to probably do some blues and grays on here. I'm going to make it a multicolor and see how that works out, because I have seen some modelers do it, and I always wanted to try it, so we'll try it on this one for the publication Scarlet Viper build. And up here, up next for the build for others, I'm going to build the 190D and the 190A, and basically they're painted the same ish colors, so I'm going to build these at the same time so I can paint them at the same time. And this is all that's left. I got to build the planes. I got two 190s. I got two Mustangs, which they're both going to be aluminum. And I got one Wildcat, which I should have built the Wildcat earlier. I don't know why I did. I think I built something. I think I built a German plane instead of that. But anyway, these, and then I got a World War I plane, which I have to modify this. The wings got to be shorter, and the fuselage, I think, it's got to be longer. But we're going to do that one last, because that'll be the more time-consuming one. But anyway, we'll start building these, and up next will be the two 190s. But anyway, that is what I have got going on today. New builds. Get ready to ship the plane. Going to get ready to future the car. Waiting on the paint for the car. We're going to work on some more on the bird of prey. Kettenkrad getting slowly but surely the sub-assemblies. Got the female tank assembled, and we are weathering up. the rat. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.